Hello, welcome to my studio. I'm Tim Packer. One of the things I get asked about a lot is painting trees. I see an awful lot of bad trees out there painted by people. And one of the secrets that I've found is using the right kind of brush. When I'm painting trees, I like to use these old worn down hog bristle brushes that also are kind of full of dried out paint. And this might be a brush you think about throwing in the garbage, but these things are gold when it comes to painting trees. So we're going to zoom in. I'm going to show you what I mean on this piece of canvas taped here. Okay, I've got a trunk shape in there just so the camera had something to focus on, but you can see this is just a worn out brush that's full of old dried paint, and I'm just using acrylic here. But this type of brush allows me to get beautiful branch type strokes, and I can vary the width of the branch either by pressing harder. So if I press hard as I lighten up on the stroke, it gives me a lighter branch shape. I can also turn the brush, so I can come down with a thick stroke, and if I want to go up and make that stroke a little bit thinner, I can just turn the brush on edge so it gets thinner. And these types of brushes are just beautiful for doing branch type shapes. I can even go the opposite way. I can start with a thin stroke by pressing very lightly. Let me just get a bit more paint in there. So if I start by pressing very lightly and then go harder and turn the brush on its side, I can then make a thicker stroke. And again, by speeding up the stroke, we also make it go thinner and make the tree shape want to disappear, the trunk shape. So using these types of brushes, it's almost like using a piece of charcoal to draw with, which is much, much better than using a flimsy brush that kind of flops all over on us. Now you can also do the same thing when you get to smaller branches, just by moving to a smaller brush. So this is the same type of brush, but now I can get in here and do these really, really tiny brush shapes or branch shapes. And I can start here very light and go thicker and darker by pressing harder and by turning the brush. So I hope you find this helpful. It's a really simple idea. So again, it's that whole idea of, with painting sometimes it's using the right tool for the right job. And so if you have these old paint-filled brushes that you think are a piece of garbage, don't throw them out. Keep them. They're worth their weight in gold when it comes to painting trees. And when you want to paint strokes like this is the absolutely best tool for the job. So again, thank you for joining me. I'm Tim Packer. I hope you found this helpful.